Democratic attorney Michael Avenatti said Tuesday that federal law enforcement told him he was among the public figures who an accused mail bomber intended to harm before he was caught last week. "I was informed this afternoon by the FBI that I was targeted by Cesar Sayoc," Avenatti tweeted, without revealing any details. "I applaud the hard-working men and women of the FBI for his arrest and their continuing investigation." A list of about 100 potential targets was found in Sayoc's van. In an email Wednesday to Daily Mail, Avenatti revealed that federal law enforcement discovered Sayoc was digging for information specifically about him. "It was beyond being included on a list," he said. "I was informed that he had conducted extensive research into me and my family as part of targeting me." And in a departure from his typically fiery rhetoric, he suggested he might still be in danger. "I was also informed that they do not yet know if a bomb was actually sent," Avenatti wrote, "and one may still be in transit, so I need to be diligent and take precautions." Avenatti, who owes his fame to representing pornographic actress Stormy Daniels in her lawsuit against President Donald Trump, is assembling a team of political advisors as he mulls a 2020 presidential bid. He underscored his political ambitions in Tuesday night's tweet, writing that at some point, Trump will be held accountable for his role in the events of the last few weeks. Avenatti didn't identify the events he referred to. But the van, where Sayoc was living until his arrest, was covered with pro-Trump diesels, and video has emerged of him enjoying a Trump rally in Florida. That has led Democrats to claim the president's fiery rhetoric contributed to the accused bomber's attitude and actions. Some Democratic officials are taking Avenatti seriously as a 2020 candidate. "He's absolutely the person I'm supporting in the 2020 primary, should he decide to run," Adam Parkhomenko, who founded the Ready for Hillary super PAC, told Politico. "I think he is 90% to 95% leaning toward doing it." Parkhomenko is acting as a liaison between Avenatti and Democratic National Committee members, superdelegates and state party leaders. He is part of a team the attorney has put together to help arrange meetings with donors and party officials, craft a message, and build out a digital fundraising operation. But Avenatti's ambitions suffered from a double whammy last week when he told Time magazine the Democrats' 2020 nominee had better be a white male, and Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley referred him and client Julie Swetnick to the Justice Department for an investigation over accusations she brought against Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. Avenatti is still fighting back. "Share this article. I think a lot of people underestimate me," he told Politico. "I'm battle-tested, unlike some of the other likely candidates. They're not tough enough. If you put them in a kinder, gentler time, or against someone else, they'd be great. They'd be better than me. But they don't have a chance in hell against Donald Trump." He said he'll make a decision on whether to pursue the Democratic nomination by Jan. 1. A recent CNN poll gave him a scant 1% from Democrats when asked who they wanted to for their 2020 standard-bearer against Trump. But Avenatti sees himself standing out in a potential field of former and current political officials such as former Vice President Joe Biden and Sens. Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Cory Booker, and Kamala Harris. In addition to lining up staff and implementing a fundraising operation, Avenatti has visited several important early voting states in the presidential process, including Iowa, New Hampshire and South Carolina. He's lining up some big names to advise him, including John Robinson, who worked as a chief operating officer for Sanders' 2016 campaign. Roger Salazar, a Sacramento-based former Hillary Clinton operative, is handling his media. Tracy Austin, a Los Angeles consultant, is helping with fundraising, and Amy Wills-Gray, who was ready for Hillary committee treasurer, is acting in the same role for Avenatti's The Fight PAC, the fundraising arm he established to pay for his presidential exploration. Among the other big Democratic names giving Avenatti advice is Jack Quinn, a former White House counsel under Bill Clinton, who says he's talking to the attorney like he would any other possible candidate. If he chooses to run, Michael would bring some clear assets, most specifically, some pretty decent name recognition, clearly, an abundance of intellectual talent, and lastly, a pugnaciousness that would serve him well in a race against Donald Trump, Quinn told Politico. Would he be the only one who has some or all of those assets? That remains to be seen. Quinn noted he has no plans to sign on to Avenatti's campaign or anyone else's. I know Michael, I like him. I consider him a friend, Quinn said. But I have a lot of other friends who also want to be president. Avenatti also has issues in his personal life that could bubble up should he decide to pursue the White House. Last week the Daily Beast reported on multiple legal entanglements facing Avenatti, including tax liens, a failing coffee business, unpaid rent and eviction proceedings. And it also reported on his messy divorce from his second wife that included details of the lavish Avenatti lifestyle, multi-million-dollar homes, expensive cars and a personal pilot. Avenatti told Politico he hasn't lived his life as if he were running for president. There's all kinds of things I would not have done. Do I think any of them are disqualifying? No. Do I think any of them are disqualifying in the age of Donald Trump? Absolutely not, he said. But look, I'm a real guy. I'm a genuine guy. But if I decide to do it, and some of these things come out, I'm going to own them.